By the time you turn 60, something surprising starts happening inside your body, and most people have no idea it's even going on. You could be losing up to 3 to 5% of your muscle mass every decade, even if your weight stays the same. That silent decline doesn't just affect how strong you feel. It impacts your balance, your energy, even your brain health. And the biggest problem? Most older adults are still doing the wrong exercises. Or worse, they've stopped moving altogether out of fear of getting hurt. But here's the truth. Skipping the right kind of movement is far riskier. In fact, researchers have found that just 3 specific exercises can help maintain independence, reduce fall risk, and even lower the chances of hospitalization. If you're over 60 and want to stay strong, steady, and sharp, you can't afford to miss these. And the best part? They're safe, simple, and you can do them from home. Let me tell you how. Doctors have a name for what happens when the body starts to weaken with age: sarcopenia. It's the gradual loss of muscle and strength that begins as early as your 30s, but accelerates rapidly after 60. And it's not just about looking toned or lifting heavy weights. Muscle is essential for balance, metabolism, blood sugar control, and even protecting your bones. The Mayo Clinic warns that without resistance or targeted movement, older adults face a much higher risk of fractures, falls, and prolonged hospital stays. Meanwhile, researchers at Harvard found that maintaining functional strength, especially in the legs and core, was directly linked to living independently longer. In Japan, where people live some of the longest lives on Earth, seniors walk daily, squat often, and keep their posture strong well into their 80s and 90s. The key isn't fancy equipment or hour-long workouts. It's knowing the right exercises to focus on. That's what this video is all about. Exercise 3, the overlooked leg movement that prevents falls. If there's one exercise nearly every older adult should be doing, but most aren't, it's the humble sit to stand. It might sound too simple to matter, but this movement is actually a goldmine for leg strength, balance, and long-term mobility. Think about it. Getting up from a chair uses nearly every major muscle in your lower body: your quads, hamstrings, glutes, and core. It mimics real-life movement more than any machine at the gym ever could. And the research backs this up. A study published in the British Journal of Sports Medicine followed older adults over time and found that those who struggled to get up from a chair without using their hands were significantly more likely to suffer from balance issues and even earlier mortality. On the other hand, practicing this movement daily trains your body to stay coordinated and strong. Even better, you don't need equipment or a gym membership. Just a sturdy chair and a few minutes a day. Start by standing up and sitting down slowly, using only your legs, no pushing off with your arms. This small challenge, done regularly, activates stabilizer muscles that help prevent the kinds of falls that send thousands of older adults to the ER every year. And if getting out of a chair still feels tough, start higher, with a firm cushion beneath you, and gradually work your way lower over time. It's not about perfection, it's about progress. Because every time you rise under your own power, you're building the strength to stay on your feet and stay in control of your life. Exercise 2, the posture and spine saver. Here's a question. When was the last time you thought about your posture? For most people, it's only when pain sets in or when they catch a glimpse of themselves hunched over. But here's where it gets fascinating. Studies now show that posture isn't just about appearance. It's directly tied to lung function, heart health, and even longevity. Researchers at the University of California found that older adults with a more upright posture had a significantly lower risk of dying from all causes, even after adjusting for other health factors. Why? Because posture is a reflection of your spine's health, your muscular balance, and your core strength. And there's one gentle but powerful movement that targets all three: the wall angel. To do a wall angel, you simply stand with your back against a flat wall, feet about 6 inches away, and gently press your lower back, upper back, and head into the surface. From there, raise your arms like you're making a goalpost and slowly move them up and down against the wall like you're making snow angels. It might sound easy, but for most people, it's surprisingly challenging, especially if you've spent years slouched over phones, desks, or steering wheels. This exercise activates the deep postural muscles between your shoulder blades, strengthens your upper back, and opens up your chest and lungs. Over time, this reduces the strain on your neck and spine, helping you breathe more deeply and move more confidently. The Cleveland Clinic recommends posture strengthening movements like wall angels for anyone struggling with balance, stiffness, or chronic back pain. Because when your spine is aligned and your muscles are supporting you properly, every step you take becomes more stable. And here's something hopeful. It's never too late to improve posture. Even small, consistent efforts can reverse years of slouching and restore your natural alignment. It all starts with movements like this: simple, slow, and surprisingly effective. Exercise. 1. The single best longevity movement doctors swear by. If there's one movement that could be called the ultimate anti-aging exercise, it's walking. But not just any walking with intent. That means walking with purpose, posture, and pace. It might sound too ordinary to matter, but countless studies say otherwise. According to cardiologists at Harvard Health, walking briskly for just 30 minutes a day can reduce your risk of heart disease, stroke, type 2 diabetes, and even dementia. And here's where it gets even more exciting. A recent study published in JAMA Neurology found that people who walked regularly at a moderate pace had larger brain volumes, meaning more protection against cognitive decline. So while the world chases fancy workouts, the real magic may be in simply lacing up your shoes and moving forward. The key is to treat walking like a vital sign, not a casual stroll, but a daily ritual, and you don't need to do it all at once. 3 10-minute walks spread throughout the day can deliver the same benefits. In blue zones like Okinawa, where people routinely live into their 90s and beyond, walking is woven into their lifestyle. They walk to the market, to visit neighbors, to tend gardens. Their movement is consistent, meaningful, and social. And the result? Lower blood pressure, stronger hearts, and clearer minds well into old age. To supercharge the benefits, add light hand weights or simply pump your arms as you walk. This engages the upper body and boosts circulation. You can also try varied terrain, grass, gravel, small hills, to activate different stabilizer muscles and challenge your balance. Most importantly, make it enjoyable. Listen to music or a podcast, walk with a friend, or use the time for reflection. The science is clear. Walking might just be the most powerful prescription for healthy aging we have. And the best part? It's free, accessible, and can begin today. Every step you take is a step away from frailty and a step toward a longer, fuller life. What's remarkable about these 3 exercises is how deceptively simple they are. Sit-to-stands, wall angels, and intentional walking don't require machines, memberships, or even much time. Yet together, they target the core systems that keep older adults thriving, not just surviving. Strength in your legs means you can rise from a chair, climb stairs, and stay steady on your feet. A healthy spine and upright posture improve your breathing, reduce pain, and boost confidence. And walking, well, that's the glue that holds it all together. It keeps the heart pumping, the brain sharp, and the body moving through the world with purpose. The truth is, aging doesn't mean giving up independence. It means adjusting how we care for our bodies and choosing the kinds of movement that support our most important abilities. These exercises may look small, but they do big work. They keep muscles from wasting, joints from stiffening, and the body from breaking down under the weight of time. More importantly, they help you keep doing the things you love, whether that's gardening, traveling, playing with grandkids, or just getting out of bed pain-free each morning. These movements are the foundation. You don't need a perfect routine. You just need to start. Do a few sit-to-stands today. Practice posture for 2 minutes. Walk around the block with purpose. Then do it again tomorrow. The results don't happen all at once, but with consistency, they absolutely happen. Because every time you move, you're telling your body, I'm still here, I still matter, and I'm not done yet. Comment your age and subscribe for more senior health tips.